Hello, everybody. Um, can you guys hear me? Just out of curiosity. Okay, perfect. The game has started. It's actually started a while ago. Game started an hour earlier today. Let me just quickly adjust some things. Real quick. Okay, so let's look at the game. I just need to make sure I'm looking at the right board for analysis. Yes, okay, I think this is the right one. Okay, so we can quickly go through the opening. We prepared this yesterday. Well, I made a quite extensive file on this actually. And hey Tom Tom, how's it going? And also hey Loki Lopt and Dermot and Johnny-O and Cutford and Prochesi and Dark Poison as well. Yeah, so hello everybody. Yeah, so we studied this opening quite a bit. So e5 seemed to me like the thing that she would be doing least well against. And we had everything prepared. This h5 move was nice. I think that was, she actually played like a game like this against Peter. Up to this point, Peter is Soda Bread, candidate master from Ireland, in Rapid one time, and then h5 was the new move that we decided to go with. And so far everything was prepped, including f5. Also this, and now here our preparation was actually bishop e7, and then it gets into a kind of a crazy line. So it goes bishop e7, takes, and castles, and this. And this is just kind of equalish, but maybe slightly better for black with all the initiative. Rooks coming over. Bishops are monsters, basically. So this was the preparation position. I think Diana decided not to go with this. It maybe seemed a little bit risky to her in the end when it actually came to playing it on the board, which is understandable. I think it's understandable to an extent because it does look scary. It does look scary to play this. So she played c6. And now Alice is thinking, I think c6 isn't the greatest move in the position. I think better would have been queen e7, if she wanted to defend the pawn eventually. But okay, I think this should be fine as well. And Alice, I don't think she's very comfortable in these kinds of positions anyway. Kings are open. Like, I don't think she necessarily wants to castle kingside, even though I think that would be the plan for white eventually. I think even now, now that I check, kingside castle is the best move for white. I thought I remembered this as well. And I don't think she's going to play this. Like, that's one of the reasons why I thought this would be a good line against Alice. She doesn't like these sharp things. She plays her c4s in the hope to get quiet games, c4, e4 setups she likes. So I thought that, we thought that the c4, e4 could be nicely undermined by playing e5 as a response to c4. So yeah, I think the opening, I mean, technically white is a little better here, but I think. Oh, she did actually castle. Okay. She did castle, so white is just slightly better here. But I think, yeah, definitely lots to play for. Maybe bishop e7 now and castles yourself. Yeah, c6 is, yeah, well, that's I think her natural move in this position. Not necessarily what the prep wanted, but I think okay. Yeah, and I think we just play naturally here, bishop e7, castles. I think we are going to have a fine position. It looks a bit scary, but like white, it looks a bit scary for white as well. We can at some point try to get an attack going. Once we're castled, let's say we were castled here, we can make stuff like this happen as well. So the bishops coming to these diagonals would be nice. Also, this knight has squares. It's no worse than this knight necessarily. The only problem we have for now in this position is our king. I guess here, and then you're in time to castle because they don't have bishop g5 in time. So yeah, I think this should be an interesting position. Definitely a little bit of spice, little bit of spice here. Of course, the kind of the point of the opening was this exchange sacrifice on a8, but I think this works as well. The funny thing is, I remember from the Ginger GM video on the English that most early d5 lines get black into trouble. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, but I don't think this was necessarily trouble. I don't think we could call this trouble necessarily. Yeah, I mean, she probably, I don't know if she forgot. I don't think she forgot necessarily. I think she maybe was unsure of the compensation exactly. Because, I mean, when you only know that it's good, but not sure exactly why it's good, maybe she just forgot sort of the ideas behind the sacrifice and didn't feel confident going into it. But okay, I think here, I think bishop e7 is still a natural move. I think she should really play that. I'm not exactly sure what other move comes to mind here. Not exactly sure what other moves she's thinking about here, other than bishop e7. Maybe actually she wants this, and then castle long. That's also an idea, I guess. So let's think about this. Maybe queen f6, then check, bishop e7, and then we want to castle. Oh yeah, sorry. Flip the small board, sure. Sure. Yeah, okay. So Diana's thinking here. One hour 10 minutes to 1 hour and 10 minutes. Position's interesting. I can't tell you why he said that, but if Alice is like me, she may know these lands less because they are more rare. If that is the opinion that GM played. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that was a bit of a... Like this H5 thing, it has been played before a couple of times. Let's see, there are 37 master games in this line, and black scores pretty well. 27% win, 19% loss. So black scores well in these H5 lines. It's also a bit like these new AlphaZero trends where you, as soon as people play this kind of structure, and you're not castled yet as black, you play this H5 move, and sort of in many positions this happens, actually. And it's kind of interesting. So yeah, I like these lines for black. They make white uncomfortable. Okay, but anyway, back to the position. It's interesting, because this is a pretty big decision, I guess, if Diana wants to play Queen f6 or if she wants Bishop e7. I guess maybe she also has Queen d6. Although, yeah, maybe Queen d6 is also a move. Although actually, no, it's not. Of course it's not, because you're just running into this. Okay, ignore me. So you need to play this first. No, wait, you have your rook there still. What am I talking about? Sorry. So Queen d6, is there a problem with that? Maybe here. No, maybe check first. Here, check first. Bishop e7, and then this. Trying to overwork the queen a little bit. Maybe this isn't so pleasant, so maybe Queen f6 is better, just to defend this bishop preemptively against any Queen f3. Hello, Lysanth, or Lishanth, I know. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so she goes with Bishop e7. Now, the more that I was thinking about it, actually, let's see what the engine says. Actually, I'm curious. So here, Bishop e7 and Queen f6. Queen f6 seems to be slightly preferred. But okay, they're both pretty similar. But this plan would have been interesting, I think. And then you get this setup, and then you can maybe castle queenside and try to push your pawns. That would have maybe been a little bit more straightforward. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe the position that results would have been slightly easier to play than playing Bishop e7 first. But I think, yeah, objectively it seems to be pretty similar. Well, yeah, I think the point is, first of all, this king is weak if you get your pieces on the right diagonals. Like with the queen on f6, you can also swing it to g6, and then this is hanging. And if the king wants to come here, you have this. So king would have to go step into the corner, and that would make trading this bishop off really bad. So you don't. So you maybe discourage b5 by putting the king into the corner. So what if white played rook e1 and then queen e2? What do you mean, played? It was black's move. So they just castled? Or do you mean like now play? Rook e1, and then castles. Then queen e2? Or what do you mean, Paul 1e4? Oh yeah, I was just thinking that, Dermot, actually. I was just thinking that. need to let it get updated. But yeah, Paul 1e4, did you mean this line or something else? Because here, I guess that doesn't seem too terribly scary. You can maybe go here and here, and yeah, you're getting a nice attack maybe. But I think, well, I mean, I was saying that if you play queen f6 first, then you might be able to make long castle work. But I don't think you can necessarily make long castle work after bishop e7, because now you're not going to be in time to get your queen out of the way. Right, so here, and then if you move your queen, you can't move your king anymore. And that was like an eventual thing, even with queen f6. The point is that this gives you like a little bit more tempo. Than this. I mean, sure, you would, in some ways, you would rather castle long, but I mean, you can't always do what you would love to do. Sometimes your opponent forces you to do something else. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Queen b3. That doesn't seem right to me. Because let's say queen d7. Queen d7 defends this, and allows you to think of castling next. Doesn't quite seem right. Also, like with queen on e7, you have this idea at some point. You're already threatening this. So that strikes me as potentially wrong. Queen b3, but okay. That's just intuitive judgment here. And I think, yeah, queen d7 looks like a very nice move. Well, Alice, yeah, I mean, it does prevent short castle, but I really don't think that short castle is really the move you're worried about here as white. I mean, short castling, you do it because it gets your king to relative safety, and, you know. Sorry, Dermot, what's up? Am I on the wrong board, or what's happening? Yeah, I really like this position now for Diana if she plays queen d7, actually. I'm very optimistic. Oh, it's a little out of shot. Oops. Here, let me see. Oh, that's weird. Okay, 1 second. That's my bad. I guess I set it up with the wrong parameters or something. Oh, I didn't lock it. That's why. I think that's why. Okay, better now, I think. Should be better now. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, but what I was saying is here, queen d7, it does everything. It's a perfect move. It attacks, it gets ready to castle, and it defends the b7 pawn if Alice has any plans of playing against that. So I don't like queen b3 one bit, actually. And I hope that Diana... Wait, where did the clock times go? They disappeared. I still have them on the small board. I can still see them. Maybe it's because I'm making moves. Yeah, okay. It's because I'm making moves. So yeah, queen d7 looks nice. Actually, let me then, I guess, include the clock times in the small board, because then you can at least see them there. Okay. Oh no, that's not right. Okay, there we go. Now you should be able to see the... Oh, we have 17 viewers. How fitting. Unfortunately, we're not on the Lichess homepage today, which is really annoying because, again... hey, Constantino. Unfortunately, we're not on the Lichess homepage again because Diana isn't logged in to Lichess again, I guess. Which is unfortunate, so we're probably going to not have as many viewers, but that's okay. We have the hardcore supporters here, which is always good. On a Sunday morning. It is Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, it is Sunday. And yeah, I hope she finds queen d7. I'm pretty convinced that that's a really good move in this position and pretty much solves all of your problems. Solves all of your problems. A dream move, basically. And now I really like Diana's position again. I mean, okay, I think she was always okay. Anyway, long castle would be enabled. Attacking against the king would be enabled. I think it's such a natural move in this position that she should probably play this. I don't know what else you think about here. What would you guys suggest? I guess you could think about queen c7 as well, but it doesn't come with the attack on the h-pawn. And I think you prefer the light square diagonal because there's nothing on the dark square, and having the bishop there to kick away the king from h2 is enough. You don't actually need any more. I mean, of course, they have things like f4, but like when you play f4 to cover this diagonal, then you're really in trouble, I think. So yeah, I think after queen d7, I'm very optimistic for this game. What do you play here is white. I don't know, maybe... I don't know, where do you put your pieces? It's not easy necessarily. Maybe bishop f4. Queen c7 or d6? Well, I don't like queen d6 because, well, I mean, okay, it does prevent bishop f4, I guess. but also I don't think it's a natural square for the queen. It sort of annoys your bishop. Yeah, I think it's an idea. Sure, that's true. Yeah, but I think we can still pass along here. We do need to be careful. If you guys have done your tactics studies, these queenside castles positions, where you have this pawn set up, there are famous tactics here, where you sacrifice and then checkmate on h6 on a6, right? So classically it would be like the queen on this diagonal and the bishop on this diagonal, where let's say the queen wasn't here, but like let's say the knight is here and you castle, then you have these tactics of queen takes on c6 and then bishop a6 checkmate. Yeah, Bowden's mate, that might be the name. That's good studying there, Paul124. Good studying. We appreciate that. If you know the names of all the mates, that's always good. Luke might be coming in later as well. Not 100% on that though. Guess I can message him. Maybe when he wakes up, he'll be able to come in. But yeah. We'll see. So Diana's still thinking here. Diana's still thinking. But let's say we could get this position. I mean, we could also actually, I mean, you can't maybe even do that. I was just thinking it might get scary for black if they take. But actually, maybe that's not even true. So maybe you can... What does white even do? Like, I don't even know. I guess you can move your knight and then the queen defends h3. But where do you move the knight? Not really sure. Not really sure. Queen d7. Where does the knight go to defend h3? Because there's not really any other way even to defend h3. Like, you would have to claim that you're counterattacking. So maybe rook e1, and then if black takes, maybe you have something like this, discovery, and attack on the bishop. I can just put it on the board maybe. So if this, you might have this. Not entirely sure. But I mean, no, actually it doesn't. Because it's queen defends here, we would have this. And I think this should be... Knight also defends this, so I don't think this should be too much trouble for black. I think this would be a good version. After queen d6, an idea could be to slide it to g6 eventually to pin attacking. Yeah, okay, that's true. Yeah, that makes sense, Johnny, for sure. That makes some sense. So you're saying queen d6, and then you want to swing it over and take here. But I think, yeah, still, I think white can move the knight eventually, wherever it wants to go, and defend h3. Yana's still thinking. This is worrying me a little bit, I think. Oh, hey, Goku. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hoping Yana wins this one. Might be back later off to watch some motor race. Where are they racing today, Goku? Where are they racing? Who's racing anyway? Is it, you said motor race, so you didn't say Formula 1. But is it Formula 1? I don't know. Maybe not. Or again, it's 17 viewers. Wow. Things are going. Yes, I have the rotating knights. That's the knight can go anywhere arrow. But Goku, what do you think about this position? We actually MotoGP race in Italy. MotoGP is motorbikes, right? Not cars. Okay, by the way, we had this again, like, I don't know, Goku, if you've ever seen online like this, but oh, F1 is next week in Russia. Oh, that's in Sochi, I guess. Okay. I didn't know they had Formula 1 there. Formula 1 races. We had this interesting prep here, where you go bishop b7, and then sacrifice the exchange. That would have been nice. Would have liked this. I think this would have been kind of worthy of a brilliancy prize if it works out. So would have been a nice little line. Just saying White has a bit of trouble with their development and along the diagonals. All sorts of ideas. But okay. Just wanted to show this while Goku was still there. But okay, this is not what happened, Diana. Wait, oh, and this is not the position. I'm just making this. I'm just gonna refresh the position real quick. Oh, and now we need to flip it again. Flip the board, and yeah. Diana's still thinking here. She's been thinking for 16 minutes after Queen b3, which is a strange move. I'll give her that, but also it's strange because it allows Queen d7 with a really nice position. So I think after she, yeah, no, I wouldn't even consider taking that d pawn. Like, I didn't even cross my mind to take the d pawn. I wouldn't even think of that. No, I think that would be a little bit suicidal, probably. Taking the d pawn. I mean, okay, we can acknowledge that it's a move, but you're gonna get kicked around, and then you're gonna get developed on, and then you're never castling in this game, and it's not gonna be pleasant. Standings are Alice and Diana are both on 2 points, 2 out of 2. Tosh is at 1 point, Dana is at 1 point, Diana Bookert is at 1 point, and some other people are also at 1 point. Polly McCormick is also at 1 point. Brenda, Foley, and Nandita are at 0 points, and Elizabeth is also at 1 point. So those are the standings. Tosh is playing against, we can just look at her game real quick. Tosh is playing against this person, Tanmayi. Don't know her, to be honest. Let's see how the game went. E4. It's interesting, by the way, we need to be rooting for Tosh Queen to win, so that in case Alice and Diana draw, Tosh can beat Alice in the last round, and then Diana will still win the tournament if she wins her game or draws her game. So we want to make sure that Alice gets the hardest opponent in the last round, in case Diana and Alice draw. Okay, so she played the Scotch Gambit, a little bit of a, I like that opening. And black goes for Bishop e7, not the greatest move, not the most ambitious move. I think I personally really like when they play this, because you can even just take the pawn back, and then they played this weird move, bishop e7, for no reason, basically. Yeah, you get the pawn back, and then they have the weird development. Oh, and this seems very tender, what black is doing here, ending the mate with a knight. I mean, I guess it works, and you're threatening this. But there are some ideas, like, I don't know. Let's see what happened. Oh, f4. Is this theory or something? Interesting. Okay, I mean, that makes some sense to me. So black has the bishop pair. The Haxo Gambit. I'm not sure what that describes. Anyway, yeah, this position looks interesting. I would assume white is, I mean, is dangerous, because you might be getting in trouble here. And then if white can ever manage to dislodge this bishop, I mean, it's an interesting position for sure. But I like white, I think. Let's see what the engine says. Slightly better for white, yeah, okay. Anyway, I think I heard a move being made in Diana's game, and I hope she plays queen e7, and she did play queen e7. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Very nice. Let's flip the board again. Perfect. So, yeah, she played queen d7, didn't take the pawn. I think that's very important that she didn't take the pawn. I think Alice was maybe a bit tunnel visioned on thinking like, okay, I'm denying castling and they can't take the pawn. Maybe she'll take the pawn and I'll just destroy her. But Diana, too smart for that, plays queen d7. And now I really regret playing queen b3 as white, because, okay, this queen might defend h3 in some lines, but also you have to defend h3 now because it's actually being attacked. Black is getting long castles in, is getting the bishop to a good diagonal. So yeah, I think e5 is interesting. Okay, sure. Yeah, e5 is always interesting in these kinds of positions. But for the moment, you're not really threatening things, are you? I don't believe in this. What if you just take even? I mean, this could get messy, for sure. This could get messy if this happens. Yeah, I mean, you can prevent castling, but your king, I think if this h3 pawn falls and the rook still on the h file, you're in deep trouble as white. So I don't believe in d5 just yet. I mean, it's an idea eventually, always, for sure. But I mean, if we just put it on the board, what do you want to play? Do you want to play here? And here. And I mean, now are you already dead? So aren't you? Yeah. Can't prevent the mate. So that didn't work. So what do you have to do here after bishop takes? Because after all, like, queen here is still coming. You have a knight move. I don't really think so. So I think yeah. I mean, you can take on h3, but then you can't use your knight the way you wanted it to. Also, there might be a way for black to get this pawn back with checking. Like here, 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 and then pick up the pawn with the queen. Even, and then oh yeah, maybe that as well. You maybe can just ignore it. That's true. That's a good point. Oh no, wait, not there. Actually, you can't because the bishop's still there. And there's a bishop still on c1. Yeah, but rook h5 doesn't work either because the square is also covered by the bishop. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, definitely an idea in the future. But I think if you can play this, oh, not this. Actually, you could think about like something like this, and then here and here and check and back and then here, and this might also be mate. So yeah. Yeah, bishop d6. I was a bit hesitant for that because you allow all sorts of checks, and if you ever move the queen, then. But okay, that would be calculation. Let's see. I think a move was played. I hate that I have to turn the board around every time. Okay, so rook g1 makes some sense to me, but long castles and you should be golden. At least d5 leads to fire on board. Yes, that would definitely be the case. It's actually interesting to me that Alice, I mean, I guess she was like, okay, isn't. Well, I mean, you could think of that for sure. I'm just like, the first move I say is usually what my instinct says. Like, my instinct is just long castle seems a lot safer than taking on h3. It instinctively, my chess intuition tells me that this can't work quite yet. Maybe it can, I don't know. So maybe we can't do that. So maybe you take first and then play here. No, you can't do that because it picks up the bishop. 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, I agree. I think I would think that this leads to complications that should favor white, probably. Just like last move, the aggressive move for white led to complications that favored black, I think. Maybe it's just the case that whoever initiates the complications in this position will have to, it basically costs them a move to initiate, and then you're going to lack that move to actually do what you need to do. But I think long castle is the most natural move here too, and I think it's best. Yeah. I look forward to Monday visit the chess club. Oh, that's cool. Which chess club are you going to? Isn't it good when there are lots of title players though, TK? Isn't that a good thing? Your friend what? Yeah, I mean, have fun. That's gonna be fun. They told me in the chess club only old men, no beautiful single woman. Well, that's a common complaint. Okay, we saw a move. I mean, I didn't see it, but I heard a move. Okay, queenside castle was played. And queenside castle. And yeah, I like this position. I think we got a good position out of the opening, which I'm happy about. I didn't want to be killed for the prep in case we got a bad position. So I'm happy we got out of the opening nicely. I remember last time that old man slapped me to Tokyo with chess. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Okay, so what you play here is white. Maybe something like this. I'm not sure. Because I mean, this is coming. This is coming. You need to be very careful as white here. I wouldn't be surprised if Alice takes a bit of a think here. You also have to be careful about like these mating patterns always. As I said before, if the bishop gets to f4, I think that's maybe the most natural move. a5 or bishop f4. Then you always have to be careful about checkmates on h6. But for now, with the queen there, it doesn't work, of course. So, okay, so bishop f4 maybe, and then can we take the pawn, is the question. If she has to play something like, I don't know, bishop here, then I think this is completely over, of course. So she has to always deal with this problem of this pawn and this pawn, and I don't know, like what's the toxic pawn? Which one? You mean d5? D4 rather. d5 now, you mean? Well, I mean, don't take d4. You say that, but like it's a bit risky, sure. But like eventually, I mean, right now you can't take it anyway, of course. But like eventually, let's say you pile up a little bit, or you, I don't know. Eventually, it's an option for sure. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's hanging now, but like, my point is, like, if you play bishop f4, and then like you trade them off, and now the bishop's hanging, and now the pawn's hanging. You say you don't want that, but like our rooks are active as well. It's fine. Is it still called a life position if it's a dead draw? Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if we get to that, and if we don't, then I guess we'll never find out. I mean, sure, there's definitely complications in d4, for sure. But a pawn's a pawn, you know? Also, like, maybe you can engineer something like this at some point. Anyway, so what do you think white will play? Bishop f4 makes sense to me, because like if you are indeed saying take all my pawns, I don't care, then that makes some sense. D5, I guess, was some suggestion, but I think that again runs into this, doesn't it? Because you still don't have any more development than you had before. I think this is the same problem we had earlier. I don't think this quite works out, because, well, actually, I guess you take it with check now, but I don't think. Actually, now you still have this, and then takes and takes. So that's wrong. That's indeed wrong. Bishop b4. What do you mean bishop b4? Like b4 is here. Okay, bishop g4. Bishop g5, you mean? Or bishop, I'm confused what you're saying, sorry. Which square? I'm a little bit confused. Bishop f4, okay. Bishop f4. Yeah, I mean, okay. Oops, not this position. Bishop f4, and white has to make a decision with g5. Well, I'm not sure, but I mean, I guess what happens if you run the pawns? That's interesting. I mean, it does look a bit scary for black for sure. I mean, it's not without risk here. Like these bishops together with the knights, and for example, now that you developed your bishop onto this diagonal, let's say we play g5 and bishop back. If we do something like this, we have to, well, actually, this is probably a bad move, but we always have to be on the lookout for like things like knight b5 as well, because when you have those lines covered, then taking here is a bit dangerous. So maybe we'll have to trade it off. This is an option. Just play solidly. Okay, Cutford comes in with the line. Starting here, I guess. Knight a4. Interesting. Are you going for the cheap checkmates, or what are you doing, Cutford? Knight takes a4, you're saying? Okay. I'm already not sure if I'm on board with that. Queen a4, and then bishop h3. Oh wow, you really want the fire on board, yeah? Rook takes e7. Queen g4 check. King f1. Rook takes d4. Okay, Gutford. What is this line? Queen b3. And rook d1 check. I mean, rook b1 big check. So yeah, interesting line. That would be nice. Anyway, let's quickly go back to the position maybe. No, that's a4. That's not the line we went with. I guess we haven't gone with any line yet. So Alice still thinking what she wants to do. Thinking about her options, which are, I don't know. I believe it's winning according to Engine. Well, yeah, I mean, that definitely looked winning. That looked like you're checkmating in some ways. Actually, I guess you could have moved the bishop in the end there. Maybe that wasn't quite the line that I gave. Maybe you have queen h3 check or something. But yeah, interesting for sure. Thanks for the line. Who's considered better player at Diana or Ellis? Well, I think historically Diana has beaten Ellis, but currently Ellis's rating is higher. But that's pretty much because Diana played in a really tough tournament and Alice played in some softer ones. And also because Diana had like a really unfortunate, like couple really unfortunate games where she was completely winning against much higher rated people, and ended up losing. And then after those games, she had like tilt games basically after their inroads. Isn't it, Dermot? Very impressive. It's very impressive. Yeah, I have learned fairly. Yesterday I muted the camera instead of the microphone, which, you know, not the smartest thing I've ever done. Wait, I heard a move again. Let me just refresh for a second. Bishop f4 played, okay. Interesting, yeah. So they did go with that. Or, well, Alice did, I guess. So let's flip the board again. What do we think about this? What are we thinking about this? Read my line, you coward. What did you say? I said bishop f4, then you do. Wait, okay, sorry, Dermot, I didn't see your line. Where was your line? Can you post it again, or? I'm sorry, I must have. Bishop f4, then do you take the pawn? Bishops are traded. They get their rook in. You get your queen in. Was that a similar line to Cutford's, or? So you're saying here, 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 or something? What are you saying? Bishop f4, then you do take the pawn. Bishops are traded. They get their rook in, you get your queen in. Oh, and d4 you meant? Oh. On d4. Okay. Well, yeah, that looks good as well. And knight b5, yeah. Looking at this earlier. I guess now that you're castled, that's scary, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, we were thinking about this before, but after this, you'd have to be careful about knight b5 always. And you can't play a6 because your knight's hanging. So what do you do here after after bishop h2? Or do you want to, I don't know, sacrifice now or something and then go YOLO? No, I don't think that can ever work. Because the bishops are nice defenders. Yeah, you would love to trade dark square bishops, but I'm not sure you're in time. Actually, you are in time because you have this with check. So the question would be here. White would have to take, I guess. Or actually, hold on a minute. What if white goes here instead? What if white goes there? Because this, I mean, your rook's hanging. It helps to develop, but aren't you getting hit by this now? Isn't this a bit scary? And by a bit scary, I mean, I think you're losing. Because this is checkmate, of course. So you would have to, yeah, I don't think there's any way to defend, actually. But yeah, I think g5, bishop e5, and you're in trouble. They need to be careful with this stuff. Yeah, it's very annoying, that's true. It is very annoying. I'm actually a little bit curious what the objective evaluation would be of this. Because, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to make good moves that don't waste yourself there. Like, I don't know, bishop d6 seems most solid. Hey Waterford Wizard, how's it going? Hope you're well. So yeah, I think bishop d6 would be the most solid thing. What were you thinking about this one? Let's look at it again. What were we saying here? I think, I mean, if this works, it would be nice. That would be nice. Well, the game is going, I think it's going well, but it's a bit scary still. Well, now knight b5 isn't so scary anymore, is it? Early doors. Early doors, Dermot. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll... Oh, no, not that. That was not what I meant to do. But if this is the line, I think this would be good. I don't see necessarily the fault with that. I think this would be good. What about here? I mean, the point is like you can never take here, no matter what, I think. So you can hang this all you want. Actually, let's just, I mean, this does attack this as well, but like here, here, maybe even, this is a chaotic position. This is one hell of a position for sure. Wait, hold on. That rook is... That was... What am I talking about? That bishop is even defended. I'm losing my mind already. It's very, very early days, but I'm already missing that this bishop is actually defended. That's why I even put my queen on c4. Okay, so ignore most of what I'm saying. Thank you, Evil Kukora81, for following. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. Yes, you did join the party exactly at the right point, Waterford Wizard. It's a wild position. I'm glad to be commentating and not playing in this one. Okay, Diana played something. Oh, she played g5. Oh no. Oh no, I'm worried now. I'm very worried about g5. I think, oh no. I think bishop e5 is very dangerous, unfortunately. c5, you're saying? Here. Okay. That opens the bishop. It drops in exchange. It's desperation, I guess. Oh, queen c5. What do you mean queen c5? I'm not going along with your coordinates, TK. Your coordinates don't make sense to me. A queen can't go to c5. Oh, hey, Stella. Ah, man. Okay, I really hope she doesn't find bishop e5, but actually it's a kind of a natural move. Or rather, I hope she doesn't find bishop e5, knight b5. I'm actually scared to look at the engine analysis of this. Bit scary, this one. A bit scary for sure. Okay, let's say if she plays this, then I think we're fine. so there's this. Also, what about here and okay, 6 and knight here, and then we can do this, and I guess I don't know. Can you take knight here and here and takes and knight back and takes? I think then you're fine. So I think you can't take, so you have to take here, here, and here. And maybe this isn't actually so bad. Let's I wouldn't maybe be so desperate here. I think rooks are nice, but bishop is also nice. This knight maybe not so nice. but I don't know. Maybe we have some chances here. So actually, so maybe actually bishop e5, rook h6 is a move. But I think Alice already played something, and she did play bishop e5 very quickly. So Diana better find rook h6 now. Oh, she didn't. Oh, I think she lost now. Yeah, knight b5 is killer. I think that ends the game right away. Actually, so rook g8 she played. And knight b5. I mean, what do you do here? Even? Because this is checkmate, so you have to deal with that. Yeah, I guess she calculated this and didn't. She missed knight b5. She missed the idea, and now we need to hope that Alice misses the idea as well, because that is. I mean, I don't know what the evaluation is, but like probably checkmate or winning the queen. I mean, you have to take it, I think, and then rook over, and you have to give your queen, I think. Can't even really give your queen that easily. Okay, I heard a move. Yeah, she played it. She played it. Okay. I mean, yeah. That game is over, unfortunately. Ugh. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. And she missed this completely. She must have missed it completely because she didn't prepare for it at all. And she had a great position. She had a great position. She was just better there. Yeah. I think bishop d6 was maybe necessary. Or, as we were saying, queen takes was even better, maybe, potentially. I think after queen takes, black must... I don't know what exactly is going on, but this seems... this seems good. Well, I guess not faster wyverns, although I think objectively, castling to safety was indeed castling to safety. This is very, very, very unfortunate. Just the tactic missed, completely missed the tactic. Completely missed the tactic. Nice play by Alice, I guess, but also, yeah, it's not over. If Tosh beats Alice, and Diana wins her last game, then all three of them would be tied at the same point total, and then they would have beaten each other. So we need to hope for Tosh to to win later, if Diana doesn't find some crazy magic here. Man. Yeah, but like, just I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, puzzle rush moment for sure. I mean, oh, we're not in the right position here. Like here, I think we were still okay maybe after rook h6, and well, not okay maybe, but like in the game. But after this, that is unfortunately, I don't know, maybe we can move our rook or something. I don't know. I mean, this doesn't really work. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, rook g8 is definitely almost human. I think g5 was really the problem. I think g5 was the problem. She missed that this was a tactical sequence. I guess she thought she was fine after rook g8 and had pressure, which would have been true if not for knight b5. She would have had a great position. I mean, did I cover c takes b5? Not really. I mean, what's there to cover really? Okay. Well, actually, okay. Yeah, so knight c4, and then, but I don't doubt that there is a win here. Maybe like, I don't know what the move is here, like this or this. The problem is you're still getting. Thank you for the raid, Yo XVR. Thank you so much. I mean, this rook takes c4 even, yeah. Oh yeah, of course, that makes sense as well. And then you get mated. Thanks so much for the raid. I'm a bit distracted right now, but yeah, Diana's thinking still, but unfortunately, nothing to be done. Oh, it's very unfortunate because the opening went really well. Like, I think she has a great position after queen d7 and castles. Just tactically, if you solve it, you're better. Like this, you're better. And also after this and here you're also better. Yeah, knight b5, nice find a couple moves ahead, but yeah, that's an unfortunate miss. Like, I don't know, she wouldn't usually miss these. I think it's the kind of move she would find immediately if she was. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm making the rules on the wrong board, am I not? Yeah, unfortunately. What is this? She had a great position here if she finds these things. I think here is good. If takes, this is even better. I think that's just completely winning for black, actually. So yeah, definitely very, very unfortunate that she blundered that tactic. Okay, so now we need to look at Tosh's game. because we need Tosh to win, and then we need Tosh to win against Alice as well. That's our chance. I think she had a good position earlier. I mean, what do we think about this? Looks a bit scary for white, but for black rather. But maybe okay. Probably not okay. Probably not okay, really. Maybe you can get your bishop here or something. Maybe like bishop here. I guess you have to. I guess the bishop can't really move anywhere, so there's no attacks on this possible. So here, here maybe. Something like that. Probably white's winning. Yeah, white's winning. Engine agrees. We also need Diana to lose, but she didn't. Then we need Brenda to win. We need Brenda to win against Bandita, okay, which is happening. That is good, at least. It's plus 27 in material. That's nice. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Diana's doing well because Alice played against Diana round 1. Diana played against Brenda. And Diana already has 2 points now. So she might actually even play. Actually, Diana might play against Diana might play against Diana might play against Diana, which is funny. Yeah, Alice got really lucky. Like Alice got really lucky in this tournament. Like insanely lucky, actually. She got insanely lucky this tournament. Okay, so Diana comes up with Queen e6. Like even in this game, she was not doing well out of the opening. Okay, so I mean this is happening. Can't move my pieces for some reason. Something's happening to my computer or something. I can't move. Hello? Okay, now it works. There we go. Yeah, but this I don't think this is going anywhere really, unfortunately. Actually, 1 second, I have to take a call real quick. Sorry about that. I'll be right back. That's annoying. Things are not going well. Lip readers, let's go. Yeah. Well, good luck with that. See, when you typed "let's go" in the chat, I thought maybe Alice blundered or something, but can't tease me like that, Cuthford. What is this? What is happening? It's not okay. It's not acceptable. Anyway, this is not looking so promising. Let's refresh, see what's happening. I think the broadcast is broken or something, maybe. Because actually, did she not play a move or something? Maybe she didn't play a move yet. Because now the move is back. It doesn't show it anymore. Weirdly enough. I thought the broadcast said Diana played Queen e6, but she hasn't apparently. Okay. I don't know why I thought that. She didn't apparently. Okay, well, yeah. This is very, very, very frustrating way to lose. Very unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. What a sad way to lose as well. Need to go and prepare some lunch, have some OTB match with a friend later. Oh, good luck, Cuthford. Hope it goes well. Yeah, I really hope she manages to recover as well. Because she still has a chance. Alice can totally lose to Tosh, and then she's in with a shout. Yeah. So definitely. Actually, if Diana gets paired with Diana gets paired with Diana last round, then Dana is the one. Well, actually, Dana would obviously have more points than Brenda. So we need Brenda to get a good opponent. So Brenda against Polly, maybe. And if Brenda beats Polly, Dana already won against Elizabeth as well. That's not a good result. Yeah, that's not a good result for us that Dana beat another player as well. So then actually we maybe want to play, I don't know, it seems, okay, she did play Queen e6 after all. You know, who knows, maybe Alice has a stroke and takes, well, yeah, maybe she has a stroke and takes there, and then we are okay. But if she takes the knight, that would be yes, Dermot, what's happening? Oh, you mean the stroke thing? It's just, I mean, you won't obviously. You won't obviously. I mean, I'm not saying I hope she has one. I'm saying maybe she has one. I'm saying that's what it would take. Yeah. Well, okay, I'm saying maybe she falls asleep and touches the wrong piece or something. But okay, that has not worked out for us. Queen takes, and unfortunately, we're just down. Well, I mean, we're down a piece, and also being attacked. You know, I mean, can still mate herself somehow. It's unlikely though. Very unlikely. Very unlikely, unfortunately. Alles hat ein Ende, nur die Uhrzeit sagt. Yeah, exactly. Now we come up with the nice German sayings. Songs, I guess. Usually it's nice to continue a bit to regroup and accept the situation. Maybe. I mean, Diana does play better down a piece, Donald. Exactly. Exactly. That's what we need to rely on here. Well, the problem here is, well, actually, there's several problems. One of the problems here is that, I mean, you really need to do something aggressive. Like, you need to checkmate your opponent, otherwise you're gonna lose. So, I don't know, I guess you have to play this and then hope she doesn't find any good moves for the rest of the game. If she takes, and here, luckily there's no bishop check, so actually that doesn't even matter because actually if we take here and takes there and here, you can just play like, I don't know, the bishop somewhere back and then the rook's attacking, the knight's attacking. Even you can play probably even here, which is even better. Hey Stella, unfortunately Diana is losing. Very unfortunate tactic she missed. Bit sad. Bit unlucky, really. We do need firefighting here. Okay, so bishop takes h3. I mean, it makes sense to me that you would try this, but unfortunately, I don't think it works out. I mean, I guess you could, I don't know, you can do pretty much anything. I mean, okay. Actually, no, okay, there's one simple thing. You can take here, and then you can take here. And that trades the queens off, and then the game's over. Unfortunately, so queen, king e8, and then queen will take, and yeah. That's that. There's always flagging. Yes, Johnny O, that's a good point. Maybe we can flag her. We're down only 30 minutes on the clock and 30 seconds increment. Yeah, unfortunately, queen goes down. Queens get traded, and that is, yeah, not something we could afford to do. And you never know. Maybe accidentally she takes the bishop instead. Could happen. Could happen. Pity we have our pawn on g5. Yeah. Definitely a pity. To take pieces off the board when Alice is not looking. Oh, I like how we're thinking here in the chat. I like how we're thinking. I like the concept. Also, we delayed the mate, so we're not getting mated in under 20 moves. We didn't lose in under 20 moves, which is good. It's interesting because, like, if we go back to here, I think, I mean, if we check with the engine real quick, I think Black is doing well here, really. Yeah, so it's as equal or slightly better for black, maybe. And after bishop f4, definitely an edge for black. After queen takes, bishop e3, the engine wants, and queen b4. Yeah, so this would have been nice. This would have been nice for sure. Would have been good for black. But unfortunately, she missed this. Bishop d6 also completely equal. Bishop takes, queen takes, and I like our position here. I think we got a good position. I think this knight isn't great yet. I think white might have the chance to play d5 at some point, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, okay, game's going still. Unfortunately, okay, we didn't take the queen. But she took the queen. And now, I mean, yeah. Okay, takes with the bishop, good. At least saves that. But okay, she's down a piece. But okay, I mean, down a piece and 2 pawns, but we have some pawns here. Maybe a pawn can queen or something. Alice has been playing not the greatest chess, so let's hope that she doesn't do so good. Oh, unfortunately, we might be losing. And well, actually, I guess we can play here, and we can take with the rook, because if we, I don't know, let's say we move our rook and takes, this might be a move. Actually, I guess all our pieces are on dark squares, on light squares, so maybe it's not. But yeah. Really, really unfortunate game. One move, basically. Well, I guess 2 moves. One move, and then she missed another thing. Okay, she plays rook d7. I think she had to. But yeah, unfortunately, all the pieces are gonna get raided. So even our nice little pawns don't have any support. Yeah. That's really a pity. She was playing a nice tournament. She did really well in the game against Tosh, even though she had that small little slip in the end, but it didn't matter. She definitely played a good game apart from that one move. And then, yeah, she had a good opening here. Just missed one move. Chess can really be cruel sometimes. You miss one thing and it's instantly over. Yeah, I mean, just trades off pieces, and yeah, that's gonna be that. Although, you know, hanging pieces is always a possibility, but okay, bishop d7 maybe. I guess she's gonna move her bishop, and we're gonna have to trade a pair of rooks maybe. Like here, and then I don't know, anywhere really. I mean, it doesn't Doesn't even matter so much what else does, I guess. Really, the only chance we have is to somehow make something happen here. Yeah, okay, that's true. Go cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, not pleasant what happened here. It's really, really unfortunate. Again, like, just a miss of knight b5. It's a move that you can miss for sure. It's a move you can miss. It happens, but it's unfortunate that it happens in this kind of situation. It happens against Alice, who is maybe you know, one of the few players at this tournament who would see a move like this. Another classic trick. Okay, Leonard, hit us. What's the classic trick we're trying? Yeah, definitely a nightmare move. Yeah, great tactic, Leonard. Great tactic. I had a daydream of the game ending with Diana playing g6, Alice playing a move to set up mate, but hanging back rank. Then I remembered bishops don't allow that. Yeah. I have to work quite hard to allow back rank here. Yeah, that's definitely true, Gokul. It's for white, I don't think it's that hard to see actually. But for black, it's something you can miss. And yeah, she missed it, unfortunately. She doesn't always miss this move either. She doesn't always miss this move. She was playing quite quickly. I guess she just had this planned out a couple moves ahead and didn't check back before playing g5. I don't know. Or before playing rook g8 rather. Rook h6 still maybe okay. No. Although to be fair, rook g6 is a hard move. Rook h6 rather. Hard move to see. Alice missed simpler things than knight b5 yesterday. Yeah, I mean, she definitely. The game yesterday was so, I don't know, not clean. That was not a clean game Alice had yesterday. She should have definitely lost that. She was completely losing, like, so completely losing. And by the way, apart from being completely losing, she was also not winning, even after her opponent blundered. She blundered a couple more times, and even the endgame wasn't that hard to draw, actually. She just didn't. I mean, she just should have had. Should have used her pawns to trade off. Alice's last pawn. And okay, Diana resigned. But if Alice's opponent yesterday hadn't messed up that badly, like so badly, that would have never been able to happen in the first place. Okay, so what's Tosh doing? Yeah, I think so too. I think she was just frustrated, and then I also think that she was probably thinking, that the end game was just a draw once she gets the b pawn, but yeah, she was wrong about that for sure. It was a bit of a bad mistake to make. Yeah, exactly. Diana would have got Alice with white. Although, to be fair, like, we did get a good position out of the opening. We did get prep, and yeah. Okay, what's it saying? Okay, so Tosh seems to be winning. Tosh seems to be winning, which is good. So if Tosh wins, then there's still kind of a chance for Diana to win the tournament via tie breaks. But still, that doesn't look too good either, because Alice has played against Dana and against Diana, and Diana is really collecting points. Meanwhile, Brenda has 1 point, Diana has 2 points. So Brenda would need to win, Diana would have to lose, and then Dana would have to lose to Diana, and then they would be on the same score. And then actually, if you take the average rating points, like if you take rating points, if that's a tiebreaker, because actually you can't do any other tiebreakers. Their Buchholz would be the same, their Sonneborn Burger would also be the same, which means that if they go by rating performance, Diana would actually win against Alice in the tie breaks. Meanwhile, Tosh wouldn't have any chance in the tie breaks because she played against Nandita in round 1, who will finish 0 out of 4. She's 0 out of 3 right now, but I don't see her winning a game. Yeah, she's definitely underrated for sure. She's definitely underrated, but I'm just saying we would need her to lose. Anyway, I'm just gonna go real quick, and I'll maybe see you in a second. Okay, sorry for that. Oh, it left it with in a bit of an unfortunate place. Okay, so let's see. Diana's a bit disappointed, of course, but okay. We're okay. I hope that Tosh is going to win right now, and then she's going to beat Alice, and Brenda's going to beat Polly, and Diana is going to lose to Elizabeth. Otherwise, maybe Diana plays against Deanna, and Dana has to lose against whoever she plays. Either way would be fine. So Deanna can still win. Still a winning chance. Hey Deanna in the chat. Hello, hello. We still believe here. See, Tosh is winning. Told you, Tosh is gonna carry this. Completely winning against this other person. Yeah, send her some love in the chat. So she's gonna win next game with some darling energy. Maybe a little brilliancy prize. Thank you so much, Lamprocles. We're gonna be at 203 subscribers. Thanks, Lamprocles. And welcome to the darlings, Ada44TW. Guess it's Ada44 win or something. Welcome to the darling gang. Hope you're doing it, Diana. And thank you, Cutford, for the cheers. Yeah, I mean, we can, I don't know, look at the game again or something. If Diana's watching, just show how it would have looked if she would have taken on d4, and we're just a little better here. Here and here. Anyway, no matter. Last round, still winning chances, and Tosh should convert this one fairly easily, I think. Rook comes over next, and we're winning some things, winning some pieces, queening some pawns. Should be easy. Just rook e4, I think, should be fine. Rook e4. Actually, okay, her opponent has these ideas, so you could play rook f2 first. Oof. Too soon to look. Yeah. I mean, Tosh is she should definitely win this one. And this keeps winning chances for the tournament alive. So let's just go through the scenario again. Alice would have to lose against Tosh. If Diana plays Dana, then Diana has to win, obviously. And Diana has to lose, and Brenda has to win. So that would thank you, Cutford. So we need 4 games to go our way, maybe 3 depending on the pairings. and then Diana's gonna win the game, the tournament rather. Still chances. We still believe. Never give up. That's how the Hollywood writers wanted it anyway. So, you know, that's what happens when you're the main character and a movie star in the movie, like Diana is. You gotta sometimes take the blows that the writers intend for you. Okay, so knight rook f2. I like that. That just shuts down all counterplay. Professional move from Tosh there. Rook e4 coming next anyway. Exactly, classic Diana, keeping us on our toes. Did so yesterday as well. That was poetic. Exactly, totally Cutford. But yeah. Diana is keeping us on our toes because, you know, yesterday she was keeping us on our toes after she was completely winning for most of the game. She just, you know, put a little spike in there, spike in the evaluation, just to test our faith, just to see if we still believe in her. Throwing for content. Well, that's the new school way of describing it, I guess. Okay, so still rook e4 and rook e5. I mean rook e5 and rook e7. You got that many people cheering you on. You are already in a winning position before the game even starts. Exactly, Leonard. The real win is the darlings we met on the way, or something along those lines. Yeah. Exactamundo. I think yeah. I'm not exactly sure when the next round is today. I think it's at 4, so in 2 hours. So maybe today I'll shut down the stream because, you know, 2 hours is a long time. I'm not in Glendo. Okay, Leonard. Where are you from? Me no speak Americano. Okay, Rook e4 played. 5 p.m. my time. Really? I thought it was also an hour earlier. But okay, 5 p.m. my time then. Thank you, Diana. So I guess 3 hours from now. I mean, I could keep you entertained that long, Donald. I could. But do I choose to? That's the question. What do you think, Diana? Are we going to do some on-stream preparation? 3 hours, yeah, okay. Well, that's a bit long, maybe. I'll get some rest. I didn't really sleep too much last night. I was thinking too much about the English opening. Let's see. You can't go around letting people beat you just because they may not talk to you after. Wow, Johnny O. Wow. Damn. Rough. Exactly. It's a teaching moment. This is where you switch the names of the game and then you show it to your students. Say, I found this nice little tactic. See, has anyone ever tried that? Like, not cheating by taking pieces off the board, but actually just turning the board around, being like, yeah, I won. What are you going to do about it? Can we switch, please? Germany and one of its states where you learn mainly French in school. Oh, Well, maybe we're from this. We're maybe from the same state, but I guess maybe Saarland. I'm not sure exactly which state would teach the most French, or like more French than English. I don't know. Also, the other Diana's results in the last round doesn't necessarily affect us. Really? Does it not? I thought because of the draws, it would. Really interesting. Oh, it is 4 p.m. CST. I thought so, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it does. It does depend on the other results, but I don't think that without Diana losing, Diana can win the tournament. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to win the tournament outright against, unlike tiebreaks, I think otherwise Alice has the better Buchholz tiebreaks. If you, yeah. Okay, thanks, Constantino. Thanks. But yeah, I mean, I didn't, obviously, I just did it in my head, basically. I didn't look at anything. I just figured if Buchholz is, Sonneborn-Berger or Buchholz is the first tiebreaker, then that should be how it is, but maybe I'm wrong. Patamundo is your coach. I don't know. Sometimes maybe. Why is the V capitalized in 17, you mean? Well, because that's how my very aesthetic eye likes it best. Yeah. Just Twitch doesn't let you capitalize the second letter, which only lets you capitalize the first one. So that's why the V, like the S is capitalized in my Twitch name, but the V is capitalized if it's spelled properly. Diana always misspells it too, so. Well, I wouldn't have played this today if it weren't for you. Well, so what you're saying is it's my fault, basically. 17 origin story, exactly. I mean, okay, I'll call myself your coach then from now on. that's the way it is. Hello, my name is Kenneth. How are you doing today? We're just following this game to the end. Tosh may be getting some revenge because she didn't resign early yesterday. Her opponent isn't resigning today. I'm honored to be your coach, by the way, if that's what I am. Partners, okay. That's better. I like chess partner. Chess partner is good. Partners in chess crimes, like d5. Okay, too soon, sorry. Chess partners, I like that. Actually, chess crimes is something that Jesse Cry says from the Chess Dojo. When someone makes I mean, that wasn't definitely not a chess crime, but like when someone makes a move that's like position against any positional principles, that's a chess crime. Okay, so I don't know why Tosh is taking this much time. Well, I mean, yeah, Diana, actually, because we, like, Diana didn't really like it, I guess, too much, the prep with the exchange sacrifice. So here, instead of c6, queen f6. I think it was, yeah. Or bishop e7. Yeah. So here, and then castles, and then here. Check Discord. Okay, I'll check Discord in a second. There was some singing. Yeah, I mean, I know that like your instinct was c6 in the prep as well, so I wasn't too surprised that you didn't play it. Knight b5. Wait, what do you mean? Take the rook. But I guess rook moves first. And then, no, I think you pin and then they can't play knight b5. Oh, when? Oh, queen f6. I see. Okay. Queen f6 and then knight b5. Or what? Or do you mean then knight take, bishop takes? Well, I think this, then you just don't sack the exchange anymore, I guess. Because then you can't castle. I mean, if you don't play that, well, obviously, well, not obviously, but like if you play queen f6, then you can't sack the exchange, right? So, or knight b5 after here. Didn't we look at this somehow? Yeah, but like, okay, this wasn't the line anyway. I think I misremembered it right now. So I think it was always bishop e7, not that. But anyway, like, doesn't matter. Like, you got a good position anyway, and you played it well until like, okay, that's just one move. Doesn't really. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, definitely, it's hard to be sure. We didn't look at it for too long anyway in the prep. I guess we were focused on other things. Yeah, we looked at queen f6 in a different position. We looked at queen f6 later. Let me see. Next time, exactly. It's in the repertoire now. Repertoire now. Yeah, I think we looked at queen f6 here, right? Here. This is what we looked at on stream. I think. Yeah, I mean, doesn't. It's irrelevant. Nothing we need to discuss, for sure. As like it was, you had a great position. Like you played it well. Just one move. It's yeah. I mean, chess is just tough sometimes, but don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down. Yeah, let's go back to Tosh. Okay, so Tosh has mate. So Tosh is winning this game. She's thinking. Okay, she does find the mate here, here, and oh, actually, okay, queen. That's faster because yeah. Well, anyway, Tosh wins. Means Diana's chances in the tournament still very much alive. King g7 and checkmate. Wait, no, that's not checkmate. This is checkmate. Queen f8 is checkmate. So Tosh wins, keeps Diana's chances alive, I think. Didn't look at Constantino's thing yet. Let me see now what he said. I like how you called her Elizabeth. See, I mean, I don't know exactly how this came about, but we're thinking it's still possible for Diana to win ahead of Antonina and Alice in third. So isn't that something to play for, Diana? They use a weird Buchholz. Well, that makes some sense to me because I thought calculating Buchholz was pretty easy in your head actually with so few players. But okay, we shall see. Anyway, I think the point stands that it's at least possible for Diana to come in first still possible, and therefore we want a win. Well, not just therefore, I think we want wins in general, but we definitely want wins to, you know, give us a chance to finish in front of Alice and Tosh and claim the prize for a second time. Yes, okay, I will come in and help you prep. Let's do it. Okay, so everybody, I'll see you guys later. We will see some spicy white preparation from, I don't know, from where? From Stockfish, I guess, mainly. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys for round 2, which will be in 1 hour and 45 minutes, I think. Gang. See you all later, and thanks for tuning in. And yeah, keep rooting for Diana. She's still got a chance, and yeah, we're gonna win. Easy. See you later. Actually, wait, today I can actually raid someone. Let me see. Who am I raiding? Someone give me someone to raid real quick. I forgot that was a thing. Quickly, someone. Give me a raid target. Otherwise I'll have to look up one for myself. We could raid maybe Mark Esserman, or I think he hates raids, doesn't he? Even more reason to raid him, I guess. We could raid Sassy Water, who's streaming. We could raid Anna Crumbling, but she has a lot of viewers, so let's not do that. Okay, so who do you guys want? Sassy Water, okay. Or this new... Wait, D-Gen Chess. You want D-Gen Chess, Diana? Yes? Hello? You want D-Gen Chess? Okay. Okay, we're gonna be rating D-Gen Chess. I don't know who that is, but we'll go in. I will see you guys later. Have fun. Wait, the raid thing disappeared. What happened? It was working and then it disappeared. Oh no, okay, it worked. Okay, goodbye. See you later.